new car this week? Any guesses? Put in the comments before you look. I'll give you a hint. It's an FD RX-7. Now, it's got dog shit side skirts, dog shit rear bumper. Wheels don't really work very well with this car. Yeah, the bumper, the side skirts, the front lip just aren't it. So I've already sourced factory rear bumper, some side skirts for it, the factory ones. The interior, it's got red Recaros, which they're fine, they can stay. We also have Mazda Speed carbon throughout, which does look a little bit too much because there's a lot going on here. We've got gauge, and a lot of carbon and red seats. So I'm going to ditch all these gauges. Got a Power FC, so it also had the Power FC controller sitting up here, which I didn't like because it added to the clutter of this interior. So that's all gone, but we'll just tidy it up. It's a good base for us to start on. Need to put a wiper back on it because this little dick looks stupid. Fuck's the bonnet popper. Yeah. Sporty red brakes. Engine bay, tastefully done. I think it's got 208 kilowatt, tuned on 98. Goes alright, definitely not fast enough, so we'll look at doing something there later on. But for now, we're just going to get this thing looking good. Benjamin and I are going to probably take out a whole bunch of shit in this engine bay for now and change all the blue joiners to black. That blow-off valve needs to go. Vapor blast, polish, just tidy it up, make it look good. And then later on, we'll put a great big dirty turbo on it and make some power. Let's get into it. Let's get these side skirts off, bumper off. Might even take those gauges out. Simple is good. I love a good surprise from Japan. We've taken the side skirts off and you can see where the factory side skirts were on this side. So it's had the side skirts that I've got to put on it, which is the factory Mazda ones. There's the double-sided tape of where it sits. It's got the bolt holes too, which is mean. But we've got a nice little dent in the sill, which is a bit gay, so we'll have to fix that. And that rear quarter is quite a yellow hue of white, so I'll have to suss that as well. Bit gutted, shit happens. It's a Japanese car, performance car. What ones haven't been thrashed? Anyway, we'll make it mint. Yeah, the more I look at it, I literally didn't notice the difference between here and here before. And now, far out, I can see it clear as bloody days. It's like real yellow and white. And then the boot's all good, so don't need to paint the boots. Need to paint this, paint the rear guard, roll the rear guards, paint the rear bumper that I've got for it, fix that, do the side skirts, paint the lip, paint the bumper because it's got some paint chipped off here, it's been pencil touched, and then there's a bit of aluminium rust underneath on the bonnet, so I'll paint that too. I really wanted to get some Ganadors for it, but I just cannot bring myself to spend $2 on some goddamn mirrors, because those factory FD mirrors do look rude. Maybe another day. But yeah, we'll drop this off at paint tomorrow, let Tony freak out a little bit because I told him it wasn't a big job, because it's kind of a big job. Then the wheels should be here. First impressions of the oh fuck, FD RX-7, Ben.
Well, I don't fit in it very well. I'm a taller lad. And these gauges are so in my face. Look at these things.
Yeah, these things are
about 2 inches from the steering wheel, mate.
Yeah, they're in your face.
It does look cool. I told you that I didn't like it at the start. I quite like it now, but a few things need to change, and these seats are definitely too big for it.
Yeah, they're not changing.
Like the door card hits it as you close the door. You slam the door, you almost end up in passenger seat.
That's fine.
And yeah, you did right, like what you said before. Wait till the second turbo hits. It's bloody all on, isn't it?
208 kilowatt of sequential turbo whatnot. Way!
Oh. Listen to that shopping trolley blow valve.
There's a special place in hell for those fucking blow valves.
Is that super sequential? Is it?
HKS super sequential.
Yeah.
Sorry, if you like them, you should unsubscribe. That is a shit blow valve.
It's fucking disgusting.
It's full Jap spec inside here with all the. Did you say it's Mazda Speed extra carbon?
Yeah, but it looks shit
everywhere.
Yeah.
It rides nice though on the Olins. It rides really, really nice.
stay in.
Yep.
Hopefully they go low enough when we get the wheels.
Headroom, Matt.
Headroom's alright. Plenty of room for me.
Yeah, fine for you. It's just crazy for Jesus.
Good car.
And the other thing is, I've noticed, is that the steering wheel, because of the seat,
Yeah, it's off centre.
it's off centre.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of a race car stuff coming out of me, but that is pedantic. Look, my knee, my clutch knee, is coming up through the gear knob and the bloody, well, the handbrake knob and the bloody steering wheel. So definitely not made for big boys.
No, it's for the smaller folk like myself.
But yeah, first impressions. I like it. It's not my favourite car of the collection.
Not at the moment, but it will be.
It'll do. It'll do.
It will be Ben's favourite.
We're about to pick up my favourite.
Are we? Okay. Now what are you going to do over here, Ben? What are we going to do?
Well, we got a frig load of cars in here, so we need to move up a few cars to get to that car, to be able to work on that car. The weather's terrible. We've got RX-7s everywhere. Look at the mess! But yeah, this thing needs battery cable. Finally convinced you to put in the battery in the boot. They're going to figure out what battery we're going to put in the boot. Probably one of our ultimate bracket combos.
Which we might even start doing a rad shop battery mount for it.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yep.
I'll put a fresh cooler on. Fresh black cooler.
Powder puff, powder coated it for you?
Nah, no, it's already done.
Looks really good. It looks
Yeah.
really good.
Not bad. This Johnny needs to get, it's all good. It's got a cert recheck. So in New Zealand, you need to get it certified, which is in Australia would be like an engineer, what's it called? Engineered. So here we got to get it certed, which I just need. Is that spring still on there?
Yeah.
Sick. So we needed to put a spring on the throttle as a return, as a safety, and we need to put a drive shaft hoop in. So that's going to be what we're doing for the next couple of days, and cert rechecks, and then we can drive the fucking thing on the road.
I'm really bored of this car now.
Same. I might sell it.
The motor works, everything works, the gearbox works, the diff works. There's not much to do to it.
Might have to sell it so we can build more cool shit.
Well, we don't like driving cars, we just like building cars. Like,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
actually the fact.
It is.
We like building them, and then when they're built,
We're bored.
we're bored.
Like the JZX, that was literally done. A nice car. It went well. It had got 470 kilowatt, and now I've gone and
Looked
put
good.
this fucking obnoxious lip kit on it and try and get it to 600 horsepower instead of 570.
But at least it gives us something to do, right?
Yeah.
So then when it looks terrible, when you've done more shit to it,
We'll put it back to
we'll
factory.
put it back to factory and we do another vlog on that.
Yeah.
All these Americans keep their vlogging going, you know?
The heading of that vlog will be the lip kit sucked. Let's make this thing factory again.
I destroyed my favourite car.
By putting a lip kit on it that sits way too low to the ground. Alright, let's go, boys. Let's go.
What the frick's going on in here?
Just fucking cutting shit.
Really is. You're taking your time, eh?
You're going the right way for a fight.
He's cutting the holes. Did all this on the ground because I thought it was a good idea to do it on the fucking ground.
We get into the nitty gritty.
It's not the last thing you needed to do on this thing. It's probably what you already said.
Yep. I don't know if I did actually.
Carving it. Like an ice carving in there.
Yeah.
Ice carving for a smorgasbord.
Whee!
Alright.
Now we're winning.
Alright. Beauty.
Just checking out the FD here at Full Spectrum, where we get all our cars done. Just checking out what surprises were under the paint. I'll show you. So there used to be some sort of GT wing on here. So Tony's taken the Series 8 wing off. Somebody's welded up these holes, but the whole boot's pretty fucking ugly. But we'll get it looking good, like Tony will. But the whole thing's rubbed back now. All the chip guards gone. Up these mirrors, Hero Maker mirrors. So they go here, cover the factory mounting hole, which is what I was really after. So they should look fucking sick, to be perfectly honest. I wanted to do something a bit different from Ganadors, so yeah. Overnight parts from Ireland. The only other surprise we found was on the left rear quarter. A bit of a repair somewhere here that Tony said was there, but he says it's not that bad. It's all good. And that sill repair has come out nice. Rolled all the guards. It's maybe another week and we'll have it back. Wheels have turned up from overnight parts from Japan. They aren't the colours that I wanted. I just needed to get something that the sizes that I wanted. Just picked the colour. They're sitting at the powder coaters and we're just waiting for the powder to turn up. But I'll show you them too. Right, the FD is back from paint. Looks good. Looks really good. So factory skirts, which were actually a bit of a see you next Tuesday to sus because they had cracks in there, that foam, which is rubbish. Black front lip, also all that chip seal's all gone along the bottom of the doors, a little mud guard. I've still got to change that indicator to the factory one. I'm going to change that tip on the Night Sports muffler. All I've got to do now is drop the whole thing 40 to 50 mil, put the advans on. But damn, that looks good. Right, that's 30 mil in the rear on the RG4s. Honestly, it might have to go down another 10, I reckon. But damn, boy, looks good. Still waiting for my badges too. Fuck yeah, that fucks. I like that. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna stop fucking around and get these fronts done.